Teachers don't teach for the income, they teach for the outcome. Am I the only one that finds that saying infuriating? Of course teachers care about the outcome for their students, but that doesn't mean they're not allowed to care about whether they get paid decently or not. My name's Rachel Roberts. I help freelance ELT and ESL teachers figure out the best ways to use their talents so they can get paid more while working less. Stay to the end for 5 key messages you probably really need to hear and maybe even stick on your laptop screen. Money mindset is a key part of my work with ELT freelance business owners. I'm always hearing people say things like this: I'm terrible with money. Well, maybe you wouldn't be so terrible with it if you were actually earning a little bit more. I know I ought to charge my private students more money, but it makes me feel uncomfortable. I don't know if they can afford it. That's right, you don't know. Honestly, it's not your job to decide what's affordable for other people. Imagine if you went to get your hair cut and your hairdresser said that she'd decided to give you a discount because obviously you couldn't afford to get your hair done. Oh, I'm not really materialistic. Now this one really gets my goat, because being materialistic, to my mind, is about wanting to show off with your money, wanting to show that you have more than other people, wanting to spend money on things just for the sake of it that you don't really need. It's not about being able to afford to buy a new bed or to go on holiday or to go out for a meal. What things do you hear other ELT people say about money? Or maybe you sometimes say them yourself. Let me know in the comments. So why is there such a culture within ELT of feeling that money is somehow a little bit shameful and something that we shouldn't talk about, much less care about, or that making money is greedy? Teaching is basically a caring profession, and so it attracts people who want to help other people, who want to make a difference, who have a strong sense of community. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with any of that. In fact, that's probably one of the reasons why I've been in this English language teaching field for such a long time. The people that I meet and work with. It definitely wasn't the great career options. But you know, we laugh about these things and we make little jokes about how there's no money in English language teaching. But really, it's not that funny. Why exactly do we make the assumption that because it's a caring profession, we're not going to be able to make money, or even that we shouldn't be able to make money? Being a doctor is a caring profession, but they're rarely poor. It is true, though, that many caring professions are not particularly well paid. Teaching, nursing, looking after young children or old people. And what else do all of these professions have in common? Yes, that's right. They're predominantly female professions. Now, I've worked with several male clients who also had money mindset issues, so I'm not saying that this is something that only affects women. However, I think it does disproportionately affect women. Women are supposed to be caring, selfless, and not concerned about money. If a man is ambitious, that's seen as a good thing. If a woman is, not so much. Did you know that statistically men are 4 times more likely to ask for a raise at work? And that when women do ask for a raise, statistically they will ask for around 30% less than men do. That's not because women are less deserving, is it? It's because of the way that women have been socialized to be around money. So while men certainly can have money mindset issues, it's even harder for women not to buy into all of this stuff about how it doesn't make you a good person to earn money. But we also know, according to research done by the UN, that women and girls spend 90% of their earned income on their family, where men spend 30 to 40%. So wouldn't the world perhaps be a better place if more women earned more money? How would your life and the lives of those around you improve if you earned more money? Put your answers in the comments. So here are 5 things I really want you to think about. Firstly, selling something to someone is not taking something away from them. This might sound obvious, but actually a lot of the time it's what ELT freelancers like you believe deep down. I hear people talking about not wanting to be pushy or salesy. Now, sure, that absolutely can be a thing. The number of cold DMs I get on LinkedIn is proof of that. However, the fact of having something to sell, that people want to buy and that is going to actually make their lives better, and then accepting money in exchange for that, that's doing them a favour, not taking something away from them. Imagine if you saw the perfect pair of shoes in a shop. They looked great, they were really comfy, they would go with everything in your wardrobe. And then the shop owner refused to sell them to you in case you thought that she was a bad or greedy person. If what you're offering is good quality and what you say it is, and you know that it's going to help that person, don't be ashamed of selling it. They want to buy it. If you're getting any light bulb moments so far, don't forget to subscribe. Secondly, there is definitely such a thing as being too cheap, and not just because of the impact on your bottom line. I have often heard people say things along the lines of, well, if it's that cheap, it probably isn't very good. So if you undercharge, you are going to be putting some people off. And more importantly, it's probably going to affect the results your clients get. Clients need to feel invested to show up. I recently joined an email marketing membership priced at $99 a month. And you'd better believe at that price that I am showing up. I'm watching all of the trainings. I'm devoting time to it each week because I really want to make sure that I'm going to get my money's worth. And isn't that the kind of result that you want from your clients? If it was much cheaper, I'd probably be telling myself I would get to it next week or next month when I'm a bit less busy. And of course, I never actually would be a bit less busy. So you're not doing your clients any favours by being too cheap, even if it makes you feel like you're a better person. What's more, the chances are good that you're attracting the kind of client who doesn't really value what you offer, or maybe doesn't even respect you that much, and will therefore not turn up when they say they're going to, constantly ask for discounts, and even complain. Is that what you want? Thirdly, it's not about what you need to earn. Absolutely, I recommend doing a proper analysis of all of your household bills and regular outgoings so that you know what that bottom line is. On top of that, you also need to include your expenses and things like sick pay, your pension, holiday pay, and so on. But wanting more than that does not make you a bad person. It's perfectly okay to want to have some money for some of the finer things in life as well. To go on holiday, to buy a house with more space, to be able to get help in your house, or just to be able to work fewer hours and spend more time with those you love. And if you have plenty of spare money, then by all means use that surplus to do good in the world. Isn't it better that people in a caring profession like ours have that extra money to do good with rather than leaving it all to the rich 1% to spend it on another yacht? Fourthly, stop selling your time. The value of what you offer is not about your time. It's not about the value of that hour. It's about the result that you can help other people get. If it takes you less time to do some consultancy work than to, say, prepare a webinar, that doesn't mean that the consultancy work is less valuable. While the webinar may be very valuable, the consultancy work is probably even more valuable because of the impact it's likely to have, which could help an organisation for years down the line. If you price by the hour, that's like a chef pricing by the weight of the food. And finally, in fact, your time and energy is incredibly precious. These are both finite resources, and we only have so much of them. And if you want your business to continue, indeed, if you want your health to continue, you need to factor this into what you charge. So pricing well is indeed deep self-care. So has anything I've said made you rethink your attitude towards money or your approach to pricing? If so, let us know in the comments and let's talk about it. And for more on finding students, marketing, pricing and mindset, as well as much more, come and join my membership, the Confident ELT Freelancer Collective. You won't believe the difference this is going to make to your freelance business.